Okay, well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel again. It's always just me talking. So I wanted to share with you some ideas for how rules I follow to survive terminal cancer. Well, these are kind of concepts that have been taught to me over time through various means, various people, various teachings. Rule number 1, there are no problems, only solutions. When a problem arises, seek only the solution. If you can see only the problem in your mind's eye, solutions tend to elude you and you find despair. So if you get stuck on just seeing the problem, you will not find any peace in it. You'll not find any solutions. You'll just find yourself despairing and being at your wit's end. This is what I learned from a fantasy novel, of all things, from the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. A very good series, where the whole concept is that this guy is able to see through all of the lies, all the cons, all the things that are causing him problems, and see the solutions rather than struggling with just the problem. So, rule number 2. If you find yourself in a state of fear and panic, find one point of attention, usually something on your body. For example, most people, for the Japanese samurai of old, they would focus on their Hara, on their navel, which is their belly. It was the way of detaching from their fear of death in battle by finding one point of attention. So being completely above the battlefield in a sense where they're no longer living in the realm of fear or fighting in the realm of fear or anger. They'd be in a heightened sense where they're not in their mind or in their feelings. They're in pure instinct. That's what the Hara is. So translated from Japanese, Hara simply means belly. Yet there is so much more to this intriguing word. And at a deeper level, the word Hara means one's true nature, or one who is truly a human being. So it's not just a physical center on the body, but also the center of one's true nature. I use this a lot, especially when for example, when I was younger, this is just an example, and I was playing football and I would score some amazing goals or do some amazing tackles or do some amazing skills, get by people. I couldn't explain it because I was actually living in my Hara in that moment. This ties in with rule number 3, which is when I find the idea of death reaching towards me, telling me the story of death, that death is coming for me, without believing it, I can allow it to pass by as just a whisper, just an egoic taunt. So The Power of Now is a book by Eckhart Tolle, and that's my teacher in this, watching of the ego mind. I find that just by being aware that this is just a story playing out, that I'm in fact just the reader of this book called life, I can find myself just simply observing this word, death. And it's being just that, a word. It literally holds no meaning to me because it's just the narrative of life. Life in all its millions of forms has just one end. One way of ending, which is death. But it does not have to be in this moment, right now. Because right now I am alive. If I take a breath, I know I am alive because I'm breathing. I am aware of it. So if I take a breath, I know I am alive, and this flutter of a thought and this feeling is just a thought and just a feeling. If I allow myself to be in this moment, by taking that single breath, by watching that tree blowing in the wind, and coming back to this singular moment, this unique, eternal moment, I can do that I can come back to this moment by taking a breath and finding my Hara once again. So I find that Hara and the power of now work synergistically. The same with there are no problems, only solutions facets of this. All synergistically, they all tie in together, and it's so simple once you realize how to do it that you can almost overcome every obstacle. I'll give you an example of one thing that I overcame. A couple of years ago, we were in a car crash where a motorbike came smashing into the side of our bonnet, would have crippled me if it had hit my door. Luckily, they hit just in front of my door. We're very fortunate that the only person that was injured was the idiot on a bike, who almost killed himself, to be honest, and it was unfair. But in that moment, you know what happened? I was like, what the fuck just happened? I got really angry all of a sudden. And then I was like, my newborn child, my newborn baby boy was in the back. My daughter was in the back. She screamed. I somehow just became fully focused. I was like, is everybody okay? Is everybody safe? Made sure everybody was safe. And then I managed to, with adrenaline, shove my door open because my door was actually caved in. Shoved my door open, got out of the car, and then went to see if this motorbike cyclist was killed, or because he ragdolled. He proper flew into a hedge, and I saw him there on the floor. He was almost crippled, and all of my anger at this man subsided instantly because I was like, I've got to act. I've got to see if he's okay. I've got to make sure he's alive first. And once I'd found out he was okay, I just kind of let it all go. And let the situation play out how it was meant to play out in this moment. But there's been lots of moments like this where I've had to become this kind of inner peace, this power of now, this Hara, this find the solution rather than the problem. And it always happens, especially with cancer, because most of cancer is fear of death, right? There's no escaping it because it is threatening your very existence constantly. You can't step away from it unless, of course, it's not terminal. Then you have some reprieve, some peace, some quiet, some lack of fear, because it's not so apparent. It's not so in your face saying you are going to die if you don't do anything about this. So let's go through these again. There are no problems, only solutions. If you find yourself in a state of fear and panic, find one point of attention called the Hara, your belly, and lose that fear of death by surviving the fear of death. And number 3, the power of now. Finding your presence in each moment when something traumatic or something chaotic or something not wanted arises, you just focus on the breath, calming down, becoming more aware of this moment, which is also the Hara, which is also finding solutions. Anyway, so I'll leave it at that because I don't want to go over this in such a stupid way as I am right now. But yes, so if you could please like, subscribe and follow all my social medias. I'll post all the links down below, including my donation website. So there's PayPal. If you could please donate to my PayPal or my Patreon, I'll put them down below because I really need all the financial support I can get right now. I will try getting someone to set up a GoFundMe soon so that I can raise funds passively through social media. And because right now I'm going through the battle of my life, which is my 3rd awake craniotomy, which is going to cause a bit more damage in this. So I want to be prepared for. So I want to make sure I've had all the consultations with nutritionists, allopathic medical practitioners, and other people of great knowledge who can help me to find solutions to my problem. It's all going to be very expensive, and unfortunately I'm in 43 grand debt to DWP, which is the governmental kind of benefit system in the UK. So that's a struggle I'm facing. So I don't actually have any money at all because I've got to pay them back bit by bit, little drip by drip, which is what I'm going to do. It's either that or go bankrupt. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. there's a solution to this, and I'm going to find a way. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to try and get my YouTube channel to go not viral, but to start to be monetized so I can earn some passive income to pay off my debts, to continue to survive terminal cancer using the means of nature and science. So please like, subscribe, follow, and donate if you are capable of donating, if you have spare money. For the cost of a takeaway cup of coffee or a takeaway meal, you can help support me. Just take a little bit out of your day, tiny bit of money. The more people that donate, the more I get in return, which is more supplementation, more consultations, more blood tests, more repurposed drugs, cannabis oil, because I'm definitely going down that route of taking the oils, frankincense oil, maybe also something else someone suggesting to me recently. There's lots of promising data and information and allopathic medicines and anecdotal evidence, which I'm following. I'm looking for solutions, not problems. And if you can help be part of that solution by helping me to finance all these expensive treatments and drugs and natural things, which all cost money because people need a living, right? So please support, like, subscribe, follow. I'll keep saying this again and again. I'm going around in circles because I'm a bit tired. It's quite late. I think it's 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. and I've got a brain tumour. Keep that in mind. Don't judge me. So yeah, please donate. My family and I will be so grateful, so eternally grateful and continually grateful for your continued support and love and compassion and kindness. And it always just stirs something up in me to know that there's so many lovely, wonderful human beings out there who support each other in this way. My community of followers and people who like and follow me is just outstanding and astounding and bewildering, because, you know, I'm not sure if I give enough to people. I'm just trying to share my message of hope and trying to inspire others to look outside the boxes that we're given. This box, it doesn't have to exist. You can always look outside it. You can always change it. So find those solutions, people. Don't look at the problems. So please donate. Lots of love to everybody. Take care of yourselves. And I'm going to go take a break and have some food. I'm very tired. Love you lots. Okay, bye-bye.